بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. This is another reaction video. This video is very, very, very good, and it's really emotional and educational. And it says, "I feel like I was released from a cage." Watch this video together.
In a world where the media often portrays certain regions and religions negatively, it is not uncommon for people to have prejudices about certain religions. As was the case with an American military member named Angel Gouma, he once viewed Islam as an extremist group. But after getting to know Islam from a positive perspective while serving in Afghanistan, he experienced a remarkable change. His story begins when he enlisted in the army at the age of 19.
When I was 19, I had enlisted in the army, and there was a book called The Art of War by Sun Tzu, and in it he said, "Know your enemy better than that your enemy knows himself, and you'll always prevail in any sort of conflict." And so I took that message to heart throughout my military career. I read so many books on Afghanistan, the Taliban, Islam, you know, you name it. If it had anything to do with that, I read it. I was very committed to this global war on terror. Unfortunately, it really seemed to me that the United States was just not understanding what was happening.
In the military, he was assigned to a mission in Afghanistan. As a non-Muslim soldier who had read many books on the Taliban and Afghanistan, he realized the importance of understanding the cultural and religious complexities of the region. Intending to make a difference and fight terror, he was unwittingly introduced to Islam. The day before his departure, he felt compelled to pray, even though he still did not believe in God. For no apparent reason, he asked God to give him a sign before his departure, because of course that night Angel's mind was filled with topics related to Afghanistan and the Taliban. The next day, anxious and hopeful, he finally arrived in Afghanistan, a country that was reportedly full of political challenges and tensions.
I left the plane out of Bagram Airport, and we're all coming down with all our gear, and we're getting our gear off a military plane, and this is at Bagram, and I had seen off on the distance this Afghan who was just carting around boxes, just all by himself. So at this point in my life, I've only ever read about Muslims, and I only ever read about Afghans. I'd never actually been with one or seen one, and so when I saw him, I went directly to him and I just said salam to him. And that's the only thing that I said to him. He turned around and then he gave me the biggest smile I had ever seen, and then he had said salam back at me. Before I went to Afghanistan, I watched Fox News every day, Bill O'Reilly every day. And then when I got there, nothing is happening the way that Fox News says that it is. The hospitality of the Afghans, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I didn't have any problems there.
Attracted by their warmth and generosity, Angel Gouma embarked on a personal journey to learn more about the culture and religion there. During his time there, he also delved into the richness of the culture by learning Farsi, watching videos in the language, and reflecting on different aspects of life in Afghanistan. Most importantly, Angel delved into the religion of Islam, which is the majority religion in Afghanistan. He decided to study the teachings of Islam with diligence and dedication. In his quest, Angel found many inspiring values in the religion.
I would say Islam is all about having one God and one only God that is not divisible by anything. I think Islam, out of all the other religions I have seen, Islam preaches a purity about God, or Allah, that I didn't find being a Catholic growing up. With this whole Trinity stuff, and then Jesus also being the Son of God, and you know, it's very confusing. And Islam presents a very unified vision that I find to be very logical. So in that sense, Islam is definitely different from Western tradition. Western tradition likes to like add stuff or insert stuff about God and his intentions, and Islam kind of sets it straight.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله ما شاء الله.
Islam gave him a guide to a life of meaning and purpose. His mind was freed from the trap of media lies that he had felt before. He realized that the light of Islamic truth had brought him out of the shadows of prejudice that had been eating away at him. In the arms of Islam, Angel Gouma found freedom of mind and spirit.
It feels like I've been released from a cage. The people I've read about and studied for 17 years, I'm finally one of them. It is a very freeing experience. It's very surreal. In my mind, I could go back to my years being 19, and then now I'm like, man, why did you think about it like that? But that's what happens when you grow up and then you get older and then you explore things and then you see life differently. I kind of see this as a necessary journey that I had to be on in order to find Islam as an answer.
This story teaches us not to trust the media too easily and to be selective in receiving information. Islam teaches kindness and never teaches terrorism. Therefore, to avoid prejudice against Islam, it is important to associate with people who understand it deeply and learn directly from the source, Quran.
MashaAllah, the video was ended. His brother Angel Gouma, his conversion story was quite different than any other conversion stories. The reason why he's been in a war in Afghanistan, he have seen lots of problems. He is more knowledgeable than any other people who have never been to any other country, especially he's in a war situation. He discovered lots of things. He learned lots of stuff that get him to the point where he accepted Islam. And as I can see, there was a lot of hags. Maybe like about 30, 40 people, maybe more than that, give him a hug, and he was so happy. He said, I feel like I was released from a cage. Wow, that's not easy. Like, if you are in the cage, trapped, how do you feel? Yeah, that's not a good experience. So yeah, the brother was saying, I feel like I was released from a cage. That's after he said, I accepted Islam. I'm just saying what the brother said. I'm not adding anything else to it. So yeah, please, yes, subscribe to the channel, brothers and sisters. Subscribe, and if you are new to this channel, please subscribe and comment and hit the like and give a thumbs up, and so that way I can upload more videos. I will upload more videos because my channel was been there for maybe about 8-9 years, if not even more. I never had an intention to be a YouTuber or anything. When I go outside, I just record anything that I feel like I have to record it. I record it, and I used to upload 5 minutes video, 2 minutes video, 3 minutes. Like, my intention wasn't to be like open on a YouTube channel. Till now that I feel maybe I can upload educational videos and share with the people what you like to watch. So yeah, I like the comfort river stories, very good because they kind of touching, and that's why I chose to react to river stories. Yeah, and that was it. And please, if you're new to this channel, subscribe to the channel, and I welcome you in advance. Welcome to the channel. And I think I have to end it here, and have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.